Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, Major League Baseball started its 2020 season with no fans in attendance at its games. The presence of fans during professional sports games is an important factor of home field advantage. Before the pandemic, thousands of fans would cheer to support the home team, but now fabricated noise and cardboard cutouts fill stadiums instead of fans. What sort of effect does this have on the home team? To answer that, let's take a look at the stats from the MLB's first pandemic season. Please note that the 2020 season was cut short to 60 games per team rather than 162. 898 total home games were unequally given out to teams rather than the standard 81 games per team. Graphing the home winning percentages from the 2017 season to the 2020 season, we calculated the best and worst home records by percentage in the past 4 years. The 16 teams to make the playoff bracket this year are italicized. The chart shows teams experienced notable lows and highs in wins at home this year. For instance, 9 teams had their worst home records in 2020, while 10 teams actually had their best home records in our time span. Below the graph are the average win percentages for each year compared to the total win percentages of home games won that season. Our current season has both the highest average and ties for total win percentage of all home teams 3 years ago. One may say this season's uneven schedule made it easier for teams to have better or worse records at home. However, Derek Gould, lead beat Cardinals writer for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, says the stats have more to do with teams limiting the amount of other teams they play to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
I think there is that interesting element there that maybe 2020 reveals a little bit about what an imbalanced interleague schedule does for the overall nature of the sport. And that's certainly something that is going to be on the table as they discuss new schedules, whether that's for 2021 to adjust to whatever situation they're in, or coming into a labor negotiations for 2022. I think within your data here are some trace elements of why the conversation is leading toward a schedule that is more reflective of everybody playing everybody.
Even without fans, teams were still able to stay within the range of win percentages of prior years. So while the stats during home games this year are notable, the win percentages show fake crowd noise and cardboard cutouts did not have much of an effect.